pretty, and there's really no story to it. It's just what it is. It's a bird and a thing from another planet and Bud Light Lime. Okay. This one's called Feeling So Right. And this is just, you know, this happy person and a bunny and Bud Light Lime. Okay. Right. And this one is called Drunk. It probably should be a better name for it. It's got the Bud Light Lime thing. But it could be like way too happy. There should be a better name for that. I'll have to go back and work on it. What I have to do is photograph all these and put them on my website and come up with some really decent names, I guess. But I was talking to an artist yesterday online, my friend Ray from across the way in Naples. Okay, he's from Naples, and that's finally the internet, the international internet thing finally caught up with me, and now I have a few people that I know, one from Brazil and Ray, who's very creative, and now he's making his own music and everything, which is going to be on the CD that I just put together. Some of Ray's music, so it's very exciting. I got to get on that project. I got to finish it up and make some art, but I wanted to work on this album stuff now. It was just in my heart to do it, and I'm going to be going on a secret mission again, and I'm going to be gone the majority of the summer, I'm afraid, folks. So that'll take the pressure off of all of you. Oh my God, there's another video. No, I'm not making that many. I'm telling you. I'm done making all the videos that I make, I think, and then I'll do it anyway. I'll make more. But I just don't feel like I think, like, how can I be more serious but still create the stuff that's in my head, you know, somehow. So Ray, oh, I was talking about, Ray wanted to come up with a name for, you know, who he is as a musician, okay? So so I discussed it with him a little bit about naming conventions, and for me, I always like and it probably comes from like the Talking Heads, you know, and I think they influenced an entire generation, which I'm a part of, actually. His generation, the Talking Heads generation, not the generation that they influenced, no, but the idea of just creating names of that it is what you're talking about, rather than trying to be artsy fartsy about it, you know, the building I live in, okay, and I took heart, and I never forgot that, because I think that's sort of an honest, and people still do that. They still make up all kinds of crap when they could just like why did Frank Zappa name his daughter Moon Unit when he could have just named her daughter? Like, how much weirder would that have been than Moon Unit? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes just the obvious is far more intriguing, subtle, obscure, and strange than anything that you could struggle over to make up. So I guess that was one of my points. And the other naming thing, like the modern sort of 90s going into the 2000s, like, are drugs, okay? Drugs, drug companies pay marketing firms huge amounts of money to combine words together to create a new word that represents the mental image, the concept of what the drug does, and somehow that word needs to sound like what the drug does, like Lunesta, right? You're going to go to sleep taking that. I mean, you just say the word and you want to go to sleep. So that's one. Viagra, like virile, okay, and agra. I don't know where that came from. Viagra, Niagara, like the flowing. There you go. There's
You're
the
so
flow.
funny.
It's all that kind of stuff. So sometimes you can make up a name based on that sort of thing. But I still just like the old-fashioned thing, like the obvious. Like, I could obviously just use my real name, and that would be very bizarre. I don't know if I want to go there. I wonder if this guitar's in tune. I just actually want to paint and play music. Not in tune. Play music and paint. I'm not going to be able to do that because I got to actually go make money so I can turn most of it over to the government. Don't you love it? I mean, isn't anybody concerned out there about that there's no money? And not only that there just isn't any money, it's that they printed more and more and more and more. And where's all that going to come from? You. Do you want to work 60 to 70 to 80%? Put 60, 70 to 80% of no matter who you are into paying for all this stupid crap. Hope you're having a nice day. And this is Manic Mark signing off. Oh yeah, I gotta forget that thing. I'm no more afraid now. I'm no more afraid now than when I click the clicky thing. See, the thing of it is, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna be so rusty. I'm not even gonna know. I'm gonna know less of who I am than I do right now, and that's probably not a good thing. But maybe, see, you have to look at the positive thing. If I go away, maybe I'll discover. Maybe I'll meet somebody that will lift the veil of what I don't know, and suddenly I'll be that would be a good thing. If you made it this far, I'm you rock. What am I saying? I hope you're no more afraid now than when you click the clicky thing. I'm ready to go to work. I'm going to go to a construction site wearing this thing and apply for a job. That's right. A man needs work to feel good about himself. Now that this thing is on, is there anything more? Is there anything else interesting that I could talk about that means anything to anyone? Blogging. I've been doing a lot of blogging. You know, I collect these records. Have a lot to do with what I'm doing here with these records, with blogging, because the I don't do the YouTube thing. I don't make a painting for every record. I just get too many of them. So I put them on the blog and I pick one song. I'm not your traditional music blogger, apparently, who rips the whole album and puts it up online. I don't care about. I'm not like documenting a record or just distributing music. No, I'm just like, this is something I found. I think it's interesting. Here's the best thing off the thing. And I hope you find it interesting. If you do, go find your own copy, right? Some people have, I've been nice and I've sent copies to people that have some kind of attachment to whatever I found, okay? But most of the time it's like, it's just like my thing and it's just a part of me, and I hope you enjoy that little piece of slice of life that you run across. There you go. Just trying to find some way to be like more accessible. That's the thing. How do you become more accessible without losing your identity? That's a big question in life. Like, how do you create... Like, Bert does a pretty good job of it. Bert's a pretty accessible person. And then every now and then he does something that's...
troublesome water, much black and night, hiding from view, and harbor bright light, tossing and tumble on life's stormy sea. I cried to my Savior, have mercy on me. Then gently I'm feeling the touch of His hand, guiding my boat and safely to land, leading the way to heaven's bright shores, troublesome waters, I'm pure and no more.